Hello, everyone on YouTube land. We love our some back here, as always. Alright, some pretty damn good news for Resident Evil fans and survival horror fans. Mainly good news for the Resident Evil series and Capcom. Resident Evil HD Remaster, the HD version of the Resident Evil remake from GameCube, sold over 1 million copies, or 1 million downloads, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, we don't have a physical version of it here in the U.S. But yeah, that's awesome news. 1 million downloads or copies, whatever you want to call it. That is great. I think I made a video a couple months ago, or I think there were some news announced a couple months ago that it was the fastest selling downloadable title for Capcom or whatever. I forgot. But yeah, it's 1 million, over 1 million. That's great. I mean, million seller. Great job for Capcom. But does this mean, truly, does this mean good news for the Resident Evil series? You know, I'm one of those people that just have this love-hate relationship with the series for the past couple of years now. Just kind of like, I'm interested in it, then I'm not. And when something good happens to it, then I'm back on board. But I always love it, obviously, because I'm a fan. I'm never going to stop loving the old games, because they're great, and I grew up with them. But, you know, ever since 5 and 6, it kind of just, you know, actually ever since 4. 4 was like, 4 is like a blessing and a curse for the series. It just killed it, literally, because it was responsible for 5 and 6, ruining the series. You know, I love 4 a lot, because it was an amazing game. It was just a change for the series, and it had great gameplay. And Shinji Mikami directed it, but 5 and 6 ruined it. Resident Revelations, the first one, was decent. It had some flaws. I haven't played Revelations 2. I enjoyed the Umbrella Chronicles and Dark Side Chronicles games. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they will remaster. Maybe they'll do an HD version of Resident Evil 0. Who knows? A lot of fans are still, I see so many comments on the Facebook, on the official Resident Evil Facebook page, and fans are still clamoring for remakes of 2 and 3. I don't know why. You don't need remakes of those games. You don't. They're good the way they are. Some say they have aged. I don't think they have at all. I mean, they have, but they still play great. It's not like they have super cheesy voice acting. You know, the reason why they remade the first Resident Evil is because it needed a remake. It didn't age that well a couple of years after it came out, believe me. 2 and 3 don't need remakes. None of them need remakes anymore. It's done. Code Veronica, I don't want to see a remake of that game. I hated that game. You know, if they want to do an HD version of Resident Evil 0, go ahead. You already have it there. Just clean up the textures, whatever. And it's still a good-looking game today on GameCube and Wii, but whatever. I already have it. It does suck that the remake, the HD remaster of the first of the remake, yeah, is not on Wii U. I honestly don't get that at all. They could have easily put it on there. Capcom is just being jerks and assholes, just like every other third party has to Nintendo. But whatever. Yeah, it is great news that it sold 1 million copies, but I just don't know if Capcom is listening to the fans, if they are. I mean, I don't know. I've seen 2 full walkthroughs of Revelations 2. Obviously I haven't played it, but yeah, I watched 2 full walkthroughs of that game from 2 different users on YouTube, and it seems alright, but it seems like they're just taking some stuff from Last of Us and just making it a third-person type shooter, you know, with stealth. It's stealth. It's Resident Evil with stealth. That's all what it is. I don't know. That's not what Resident Evil's about. It's not about, you know. I mean, Evil Within has a little bit of stealth stuff, even though I haven't played that yet. But that's its own game, though. It's like Resident Evil is not about stealth. And there's a lot of problems I have with that game. I'm not going to go on with that game, though. It's a whole other video, whole other topic, but I don't know what they could do with the series. I really don't know. I think a reboot is the best thing, maybe. or just do HD version of Resident Evil 0 and see how that sells, and because those are the last true Resident Evil games. You know, as much as I love 4 a lot because it is a masterpiece, but the last true great Resident Evil games. I think I've said this before in other videos, I'm repeating myself, but it was remaking 0, though. If you want to do that, go ahead. I don't know, maybe they can just reboot it and do a whole new story. You know, just forget about Jill and Chris and whatever, and start off with a whole new story. I don't know what you could do. I think either that or this series is just dead. It's just dead in the water. You know, you explored all the fucking characters you can. You know, Jill, Chris. You brought back Claire. You know, Leon's been in how many games and 2 CGI movies. You know, it's just, I don't know, but who knows? Maybe they're, I just don't know. I don't know what they could do with Resident Evil 7. I guess Revelations 2 is kind of like 7, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Or a spin-off, but they're not calling it 7, I guess. But I don't know. What do you think they could do with this series? I mean, obviously this is great news. You know, selling 1 million copies of this game is awesome, you know, but doesn't mean they're going to remake 2 and 3. If they did remake 2 and 3, it would be just like 6. Or it could be like Revelations 2. I don't know. Again, you just don't need remakes of those 2 games. You really don't. They're perfect the way they are, you know. They're not flawed like the first Resident Evil game was, you know, on PS1. But anyways, I'm done rambling on here and talking about this. Gone too long. Don't make it too long though. Comment down below, video response, do whatever. Great news for Resident Evil. It's always hearing great news about that series because it needs it. But anyways, peace out. More videos coming soon. Later. Bye.